Good morning, everyone. So today I'm going to start off with all those boxes that I unboxed yesterday from the Carefree Companion auto ships through HSN. If I have any affiliate links, they'll be in the description box. That means I'll make a small commission if you purchase any items through those links. So I really appreciate you guys' support. You guys are really, really sweet to use them. Again, I get this question a lot. How do you get in the description box? Underneath the video, there's a title, obviously, the title of the video. You can click on that if you're on certain, iPads, iPhone, tablet type things, and it'll expand the description box. There's also a little like triangle you can click on that'll expand it. Or maybe, because it's just different. If you're on a regular computer, you can just click show more down here and it'll expand it. So that's always a good thing to know about YouTube, because not just my channel, obviously any channel, if they, the link will be in the description box, or I have a link for another video that they're in the description box. So it's always good to know how to open that up. Obviously if you're on a TV, I don't know how that works, but anyway, so I really appreciate it. This is the Character Over the Edge craft kit that we'll be starting with today, because why not? It looks very cute. They all were cute. I was really happy with the three boxes. Again, the Christmas card making compendium, the card making compendium, and this one all arrived at the same time. So let's just get started. So if I open it up, I already kind of showed you guys some of what's in here yesterday, so I'm not going to take too long, but I kind of didn't go over everything. So we have the half like clear acrylic, I guess. This is dewdrops. Some ribbon, again, organza ribbon in 3 different sizes, and it's usually about a foot and a half of ribbon, and about a foot and a half of ribbon on each little color strip there. We have the stamps. So the stamps, like on this one, has the little kitty cat with looks like bubbles, I guess, and then some other cute little bubbles and some other little fun things you can do. And then especially for you, making memories for a special friend. Congratulations, enjoy your day. Have a lovely day. On this one is more of these little animals. They're inside like an umbrella there. Hello, friend. Sending lots of love. Thinking of you. So really cute stuff there. And then we have card blanks that appear to be regular cards. I don't think there's anything funky going on with these, but let's see. This one is that new 4x6 that they're doing a lot of. Not quite standard A4, A5. It's not either one of those. It's just a 4x6 card. This would be, it looks like a 6-inch square. Yeah, 6-inch square, and probably 5x7. I suppose that one doesn't look weird. Or oddly sized. And then these are the dies that go along with the stamps. Sorry, I should have gotten to that next. So, it's called Over the Edge because what happens is that there's several dies. So this is probably for the kitty cat one. Yeah. Or the bubble bath. I can't tell what's going on here. You can, put this on the top. You can put it on the side. On one side, you can put it on the other side. So there's different ways to position your stamp on your paper that you can trim away the sides or the top, or however you want to do that. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Envelopes. And then our papers. So let's look at these printed papers. I've seen this one before. I feel like this style, this one on top, it looks like kind of like grass, clouds, I don't know. Cute little flowers. Kind of like posies. Hearts. And there's, I believe, 4 of each. I can't tell. Okay, 3 of each. With little dots. That reminds me of like baby blankets, like at the hospital, even though they don't have something about it. Looks like flannel to me. It reminds me of those. The little purple kind of herringbone, or I don't know if it's herringbone, but similar. And then this one that just says making memories. Have a lovely day. It's basically the same stamps, but in paper. That one's kind of interesting. And let's see, the colors here are kind of odd. I don't know what I have against the yellow. I always don't like that weird yellow. So we have a minty color, kind of a purplish color. Well, a really nice, pretty purple, a nice coral. I like that blue, a deeper pink, and then like that garish kind of yellow. So there we go. Okay, so I'm going to do... Oh, I was going to say something. That's what I was going to say when I was talking about the stamps and going into... Oh, we're talking about the description box. People had left comments last time saying, oh, I hope you do the videos when I did the unboxing though, because they never come with instructions, and they don't. And some of that has to do with that you're supposed to go to crafterscompanionbox.com and then click on the subscription box, and you can say all of them or this month's box or whatever. And they'll have videos for you to see that might inspire you. Okay, so make sure to check those out. I'm assuming the card making companion boxes are the same. I haven't looked for those ever. So I think people told me that Craig was doing them. I don't know. But what I like to do sometimes is just look at the cover and see kind of what they're imagining, and then I kind of go with something similar to that. I also wanted to mention that this is very similar to the things that they did. So this is the character over the edge, but they had these. I got mine through Craft Stash. I don't know if they're still available on Crafter's Companion site or Craft Stash, but again, I'll have links if any of these are available. But this is the May Your Day Sparkle with the fairy, and it's very similar. So you can either cut out in front of her, you can cut out behind her, you can cut out on top of her. Okay, but the rest of the card, the rest of it stays in the card. Okay, so that's why it's just like an edge die. So let me see what I want to do, grab some paper, and we'll get started. Okay, to be honest, I don't really know what I want to do, so I'm gonna, this is very cute. The only thing is, if you use your like Everblends, your Spectrum Noirs, your whatever alcoholic marker, Copics, it's gonna bleed through the back. And also the card bases, I don't know if they're made for that kind of thing, but they're pretty thick, so I think it'll be okay. I kind of like this one. It's kind of weird that they cut the whole thing away, so I guess if you want to write a sentiment, you write it down in this area once the person opens the card, but I want to copy that one, basically. And when I say copy, it just means I want to try that one out. So it looks like they're using the 4x6 base. We're gonna, again, I wanted to use this one anyhow, so I'm happy with that. So we got that. We need the die to go with that. And then this card base, I suppose. It's right on the edge there. And let me put this other stuff away for now. And I'm full on standing up for whatever reason. I'm just trying to debate. Oh, you know what? So I'll figure it out. I was say I want to use maybe my real brush pens. Because they won't soak through as much. But I don't know how the paper's going to receive it. But when I stamp this, I'm going to cut away some of this paper so I'll be able to test that out. And, well... I would say I don't have my Nuvo hybrids. Hold on, let me see. I'm still waiting for my hybrids to come in, but I do have this squid ink from Jane Davenport, and hopefully it works. It says it's a hybrid ink pad. It's acid-free, waterproof, alcohol marker friendly, once dry, fade and smear resistant, so I will use this. I don't know if this is in the warehouse clearance right now through Spellbinders. That's where I picked this up. It was on sale a couple weeks ago. But again, they're having a big warehouse sale, so you think it would be in there. Okay, let me get this. And then my Nuvo ones that I ordered from Tonic are a set of, they're smaller ones, but it's a set of watermark ink and black ink and I think a gray. No, white. Some other odd, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted the black ink and the watermark, so I thought that was a good way to get that. Why did I open this up? I don't know. I guess that's why. Okay. I'm just going to stamp this wherever. Right, once we get here. Let me look at this picture. Yeah, because that's all they put in the front. This is so cool. Cave Black. Oh, yeah. Okay. We will see. And I probably should stamp this off on a practice card first, because it's the first time using this, but it is interesting. It works really well because the way you can hold it. Okay, I think that's everywhere, and I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm trying to see where the end of the card is. Here we go. I woke up with a song in my head. Ay, ay, ay. I have the worst singing voice too, so I will not. Hopefully. Ooh, that was a good stamping. All right, if you're afraid, make sure you use a stamp positioner, but that worked out really well. Nice stamping, and I always get this question, I'm sure you guys will ask. This is just acrylic stamp. It's not photopolymer. And again, go take it, wash it off. I always just kind of wipe my stamps down, unless it's like something that has a lot of color, then I'll go and rinse it under the faucet. And I haven't cut this yet. I'm not going to cut it yet. What I'm going to do is test out my real brush pens. and see if, so again, you don't have to cut this out, right? But part of the fun is cutting it out. Now let me see, do I want to add water? That's my question. I wasn't sure if I wanted to add water or just, I think if I use them, I'm just going to use them as a coloring. Let me see here. Like I'm going to use them like markers basically, which is kind of rough. Yeah, there's no movement on that. I'm willing to go for it. We'll see what happens. I haven't really colored with just marker, like a marker. But let me pick out some colors and we'll color this in. Do the best I can with this because I'm kind of afraid again because the color just sticks. But at the same time, let me even see if this bleeds through. See, it doesn't bleed through where another kind would. And I guess it depends on how much you put down. So what I'm going to do is like this one, I have a brighter bumblebee yellow. And I'm just going to bring that down right here because this is going to be like the shadow color, even though there aren't really going to be that much shadows or shading in this. But I do want a little something. So let's put that there. And then I'm going to bring in lemon yellow and just go over that area. That kind of helps. I don't know if it blends it, but at least it looks a little bit nicer. I suppose if you wanted to, you don't have to color everything. You can put this on an acrylic block and then pick up your color with a water brush that way. But I'm just using these as markers basically. I'm trying to do a nice job, but this is not, you know. I've never really used these as markers. I do a nice job. I did a better job over here than here. I got a little bit lazy. Okay, and then I'll take the deeper yellow one. Just bring it down in the back. Is there another spot? I can't tell. This looks like. I'll just blend that one out because that was a bigger spot. Not bad. And then we have blue. So again, I'm just going to take like a deeper blue over this area here, just here and there. Oh, I can tell you the names of the color in just a minute, sorry. Oh, that was a weird sound. Okay, this is Arctic blue and sapphire blue. And then I'm going to use the same blue on the bows. Again, I just take the darker one and like wherever it might be deeper color, I'll put that in there and then I'll blend it out a little bit with the lighter color. And then the dogs, I have some grays here, which kind of scares me to try, but whatever. Dolphin gray and Parma gray. And I'll take the Parma gray and again, put it where I think it's needs a little deeper coloring. And then I'll take this one. And I'm just making it kind of soft, but you know, with a little animal, because they have different textures, you can probably do a little rougher, kind of like I'm doing here, just like choppy. And that should look okay because, again, it's just a little animal, so they have a little texture on them. Like I always say, it's just to get color down. I'm not looking for perfection. Okay, I don't know if the eye should be black or what. And then I'll do like a pink in the ear or something like that. So that was that gray. And then for the brown doggies, I'm going to use these colors. And hopefully they're not too dark. Let me see. This is ginger and tawny. Tawny's the darker color. So again, I'll go under like the little ears, kind of in here. I'm not going to get too crazy on that one. Just bring that in wherever. Something like that. And then I'll do the same thing for this other little guy, and I'll figure out the noses and the eyeballs in just a second. Let me see here. I guess we'll just go with black. Let me see, do I have a black one? There should be black. So what they did for the nose is something like this. And they left a little white spot. And then the little eyeballs, I'm gonna have to do this on my own. Very carefully. There we go. Cute. Okay, that just makes them pop. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna color this guy pretty much the same way I colored that guy, and then do the handle, and I'll be back. Okay, I think I got that. And then, again, just kind of adding a little bit more down here just to ground that a little bit. Okay, so we need our dies. Not too bad. Hopefully you guys can kind of see what I was doing there. Just adding some black and gray in the handle. Not too much. Just, again, a little color. And I want to do the top. So this is the top one to trim this away. And then we're going to have to trim away the rest with a scissor. And if you didn't want that, if you just want like the side edge cut, then you would use like... This one actually would be on this side, but again, it'd be weird for this card, but you can cut that. And I guess you could cut that into it if you want to make it some kind of swivel there. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I guess if you wanted the very middle of the card to be stamped, you can cut both edges just to look cute. And this one would be for this edge. And then you would cut the rest of it by hand. So, and you know, I don't know if that's my favorite use of those, but this will be good. So, this is a 6-inch wide card, so when you go to cut it, you can cut it this way unless you have a machine that's big enough to cut this way. This is obviously not going to fit in a smaller machine, but you can mess around with it if you only have like a marquee or something smaller. You would have to maybe do a separate piece than your card base. Let's see here. I'm just eyeballing this. Maybe... there. Hopefully it doesn't move. So I'm going to run this through my Gemini and I will be right back. And when I mean Gemini Junior. And again, to keep my this magnetic mat away looking good, I always sandwich it between the plastic and the metal shim, or the metal and the plastic shim, or just put it on top of here and put the metal shim against the die. Anything to keep the magnetic mat away from the die, but we're really just using it for spacing. It needs to be there. Again, it's not the strongest magnet, so it's not like it's going to magnetic mat, sorry. It's not going to hold your dies real well for you anyway, so for me it's just for spacing. And let's get, okay, I just don't mind tearing that, but I do mind tearing my little coloring. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, be careful. I tore a little bit off right there. Again, tacky, not tacky. A little bit too tacky. That's not the same color. Oh well. Alright, here we go. Not too bad. Okay. So then we need scissors and... oh, not those scissors. There we go. I need a scissors that's going to do this nicely. Oh, what a bummer. I have to cut the whole thing. Okay, so we're going to cut across here and hopefully do that straight. Now you can bust out your X-Acto if you want, you know. That would probably be better. And then I'm going to cut down here. I don't want this little scissor. I want a bigger scissor. Where? There they are. I'm like, where are my purple scissors? Again, a ruler and an X-Acto would be great. But I'm going to trim right here. Stop right where this is. And then hopefully, again, I'll get that straight across. Pretty good, not too bad. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is just trim down some of the paper, some pattern paper to put inside. They use the one with the little sunny day, whatever, it has its own little wording, so that might be cute. So I'm going to cut some papers down, but when I come back, I'll tell you, obviously, which papers, I'll show you which papers I used, and I'll tell you the sizes, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm dropping things over here. So in the little, you know, inspiration there, they have, oops, that's the wrong piece, yellow paper matted behind this one. And that's okay, but I don't know if that's my lighting or if it's the lighting there. It doesn't, it's okay. I guess you can do that. I just wanted to go with the blue to bring out some of that blue. So I cut this very exactly, because this is 4x6, so I cut it at 3 7/8 by 5 7/8. So I pretty much wanted it to mat on there with having the smallest amount of extra room, okay? I guess I'll use this because I do want to move it around a little bit. And what's cool about this paper, I think, so, yeah, it has a white core. So if you wanted to emboss on this, you can emboss it and then rub a file or a sanding block over it, and it looks really great because the white pops through. But for now, I'm just going to put this, what is going on here? Okay. I might have to cut this a little bit straighter because it's more obvious whenever you have the color on here. And then if you wanted to, you know, ink anything up, of course you can always distress with ink too. Okay, that's cute. And I think they just finished it off with some of the little, those little clear adhesive dots. So not hard to work with. Obviously you do your coloring however you want. And if you really want to use your Spectrum Noir or an alcohol ink marker, what I would do is just cut out another piece of paper, basically exactly the same, and put it behind here, a white piece. Or if you don't care that there's, you know, color seeping through, then that's up to you. And again, I've done this with color pencils. Anytime when it's something that's going to bleed through, I've used other mediums, and the color pencils are really nice. Or even watercolor pencils, or even watercolor, just not an alcohol ink marker. Oh, that's so cute. Look at that. Hold on. Hold on, we're not done yet. I hope you guys are all doing well today. The kids are kind of getting in their vibe. I haven't really checked on Dorian's work. That's the one that worries me, the junior, middle high, you know, middle school. So yeah, they just put some of the little dots, and you know what? It needs a sentiment, doesn't it? So let me see what we have here. Sending lots of love. Have a lovely day. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp this "Have a lovely day" on the back side of this white paper. I mean, I can probably get it here, but I'd rather put it here. I'm gonna stamp it with, oh, let's see if this works. Hold on. I was say let's make it match. And I'm thinking about using this blue. So I'm gonna run over this with the light blue. Now again, that does fray your, let me get this on here. And then a little bit of the darker one just to make sure, hopefully we got it everywhere. Let's see if this works. Yeah, not my favorite for this kind of thing, so I'll do it something else. Again, acrylic, it just kind of wants to repel the ink. Doesn't work the same as a red rubber stamp that you might want to do that with. Let's see. I was thinking parakeet might be matching the best. We'll see. This is a quick dry ink. I have to put it somewhere where I can cut this and still use this piece of paper. Nope, that doesn't even match. Okay, forget it. Go. Does this fit over here? All right, we have one more chance. I'm just gonna do black ink. How about that? Let's take some of that squid ink. I don't really feel like looking for more colors. All right, well, you know what? Maybe it's just the stamp, because every time I've stamped it, it has gotten a lot of kind of roughness to it. Okay. Let me cut this down. I'll mat it up with some of the blue paper, and I'll be right back. I was looking for my little distressing tool. Where it is? So since I just, being cheap and using this paper that I destroyed, I cut it down. It's a little bit weird, so what I'm going to do is make it weirder with some distressing. And this is just my little Tonic Tim Holtz distressing tool I've had for a very long time. But if you don't have something like this, you can just use a scissor and go back and forth with your scissor kind of open. I used to only go one way with this, but it's like, oh, you go both ways, and it does a very good job of messing it up like this, just stressing that. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a piece of this, glue this on, and I've done this for you guys before. I hear children moving, people are waking up. Just put it on here like this, and kind of eyeball where that might be. And then I cut it quickly, because if I have to move it around, I can still do that, and it'll look great still. So let's go to here, and here, and if it looks too big, I can still kind of move it, So that's all I was looking for. And I'm going to put this here, but it covers up everything, huh? I don't want it to cover everything. What do you think, guys? I think I'm not going to put this on here. I guess I could put it up here. I kind of need something down here, but I'll just put it up here. That's what I'll do. That sentiment's just a little bit too big. And I'm going to use some 3D glue gel, but it can't be too thick because the little umbrella. Once we clear the umbrella, it will be good. Alright, that's alright. And then we need some of these little guys, I suppose. Maybe I'll put some down here. It just feels like it needs something else. Maybe a bow, huh? We can do a little bow, whatever you like. Let me see, do I have another? Okay. So we're going to take these guys off of here. And just put them here and there. This feels weird. This feels weird. I think, you know why? Because I don't associate whatever is going on here with bubbles. So it's like, why are there bubbles or these things? I don't know. But that's what they put on there, so that's what I'm going to put on here. There are some medium-sized ones. Okay, good. It's a cute little something here and there. Should I put more down here? I don't know. These are very cute little things. I have what they call dewdrops. I guess these are dewdrops too, and different colors that I bought back in the day because everybody was putting them on flowers, and you do all this stuff, or you get like some crystalline glue or just different things. And I never really used them. Maybe that's why I should bust out. Something like that. We can leave it at that. Just like I said, I mean, when it's raining, I don't really think about bubbles, but that's kind of what they put here, and they put them all over. So maybe like raindrops, I suppose. I don't know. Oh, there are some down here too. That's cute. And then some kind of a sentiment here. Anyhow, all right, guys, I hope that gives you an idea of kind of how to use these, and I'll have some pictures for you, links in the description box with anything that might be pertinent. And then, you know, if you're going to write your sentiment, I guess you could write it here, or you can put a little card here, a blank card that you can write on. So that is still is a very workable card. All right, guys, I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.